The will's decision in favor of God. BD number 6885. August 2, 1957. You will always be nourished with life-giving strength if only you want to attain life. You should just for once think about your soul's fate. You should not only consider your earthly life but the life of the soul, which you are meant to gain on this earth. You should reflect on what your soul is missing and try to quench its hunger and thirst. You should strive spiritually during your earthly life. That is all I expect of you, for once this will breaks through in you, you will also receive help to attain the goal. And thus it merely depends on your will that the Father looks after you and guides you. Where this serious will exists there is no more danger of falling into my opponent's hands because then I will have the right to protect you against him. Hence, anyone who wants me to accept him is already accepted by me and will then also receive the strength to live according to my will on earth. This is why everyone who is of serious will can be secure in the knowledge that he is in safe hands in my care and my protection. And about this he has to give account to himself. If his thoughts and intentions are still firmly inclined towards the world then his will is not serious, then he deceives himself even if he tries to testify to his will with words. For the will towards me is already a turning away from the world, because no one can serve two masters, me and my adversary at the same time, who is the Lord of this world. Although the human being is living in the world and will have to do justice to many demands, there is nevertheless a difference whether his heart is attached to the goods and pleasures of this world, whether they occupy his thoughts and intentions, or whether he only uses the goods of the world as far as they are needed for his sphere of activity he is in charge of. Merely the heart's inmost desire is the decisive factor as to which Lord can take possession of the human being. And this has to be answered by the person himself and in all truthfulness, as not even the slightest movement of the heart can be hidden from me. Therefore I also know whose will belongs to me exclusively and whom I can subsequently guide and draw towards me. I also know who voices what are simply words which lack this utter sincerity of will. Nevertheless, I also take care of these, but the success is only guaranteed when the heart has undividedly chosen me. For then the human being will come to me like a child to the Father and my fatherly love will take hold of it and forever keep it with me. But in that case the human being is also willing to help his soul attain full maturity, he will provide it with nourishment and refreshment and not just live an earthly but also a spiritual life. He need no longer fear to go astray, for he will be holding on to my hand and unwaveringly walk towards the goal. Amen.